Going on YouTube, hitting back, making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, today's Monday, so we are doing our crypto coin display giveaway again. So if you want to win one of these, definitely make sure to comment down below your favorite cryptocurrency, as well as comment subscribed, as they will be checking. And if you're not subscribed, you won't win one. And more importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video is the recent problem zones that we're starting to have. Not necessarily a problem depending on how your style of trading is, but some of these major cryptocurrencies are falling back down to retest their bottom supports. We've drawn on Elliott wave patterns and have discussed that if we don't break through our top resistance soon, we're going to probably break through our bottom support, confirming the fact that we're going from point B to C on most of these Elliott wave formations. The biggest giveaway is the fact that Bitcoin is now currently breaking through its bottom support here at a fairly violent rate, which could send the price correcting all the way back down to its moving averages and then pretty much all the way back down to its bottom support. This is big, guys, and I definitely don't want to waste any time talking about anything else. So with that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. All right, guys, now I've definitely moved this mic over from this side to this side, thinking that this would be better and ideal, and I don't want to put it back just yet because we're recording this video. As much as I like it here because I talk this way, I don't know if you guys noticed, so I'm talking now directly into the microphone, but when I had it over here, it was taking up this room and not blocking my TV, and it's kind of thrown me off for this whole video, so bear in mind if I make a few mistakes just because it's so in my face now, and I'll probably put it back over here for tomorrow's episode, so that's pretty much the announcement I wanted to make. Now, moving forward, we also had our giveaway winner who got Katana received her, or is receiving her crypto coin display, so I'm very excited for her to get that. More importantly, looking into today's video, what do we have to look at? So currently, top 10 cryptocurrencies, we are starting to correct. I believe this is the beginning of the correction that we've been looking at for most of these cryptocurrencies. Yesterday, we put out a very, very, very big video basically saying that the flip is here in the market. We're probably going to start to reverse down lower at a very vigorous and violent rate if we break through bottom supports. So with that being said, looking at these cryptocurrencies, you can see right off the bat with the top 10 cryptos that markets are starting to flip. Everything is pretty much in red except for Solana, which actually is a coin that I might want to look at over Binance coin. But for right now, everything is starting to fall. Every single cryptocurrency is starting to fall and correct down at a pretty freaking fast and rapid rate. Down only 3%. It's only 7:30 in the morning. So I can pretty much guarantee that by the rest of today and into like the afternoon, we're probably going to see these prices drop even lower as we continue. Now, you can definitely buy in now and start to short. There's nothing wrong with that. That is definitely an aggressive move. I don't plan on doing that. I am waiting more so for the confirmations on all these cryptocurrencies to break through. And if anything, I'm just waiting for the daily support levels or in the daily coin itself to actually close below these bottom supports. So I know with confidence to buy in and sell short. But until then, that's pretty much what we're dealing with. Yesterday, we had a very good video basically discussing how there are Elliott wave formations forming on these coins. A lot of people doubted it. And, you know, you can doubt it if you will, but it's worked very well for me in the past. And I'm going to continue to use these patterns to basically help us figure out what exactly we have moving forward. And as you guys can see, since we were clearly rejected off the top resistance here, now forming on the downtrend, we have a slow trend lining slope, and we have our price ceiling, which we were rejected off of very nicely. We do have this uptrend here, which we're currently battling right now. We'll see exactly if XRP decides to break through it. But if we do, we close the daily below this uptrend and the support, I can immediately expect to see closing all the way back down very close to what is probably going to be its moving average at about 89 cents, 90 cents, and then correcting all the way back down to its bottom support closer to like 67 cents. So that's really where my head's at. I'd like to see how this plays out and where it goes, but that's pretty much the general direction of where I think the markets are moving to. Now, a lot of people are just like, oh, this is definitely bearish, you're spreading FUD, blah, blah, blah. I mean, sure, whatever you want to call it, I really don't care. The fact is that XRP is still very viable for a short opportunity. We are still capping out at top resistances, breaking through what probably is going to be our 10 and 20-day moving averages, and initializing a short opportunity pretty much right down to where I said about 89 to 90 cents, which is right where it's 40-day moving averages on our BitYard charts. So I plan on shorting this when we do decide to close, and it's very simple to do that. I like to do market orders at about 10 times leverage. We can then throw in about $1,000 just like that. And then I click sell short, and I would basically be selling and making money on the fact that we go from $1.12 to about 90 cents. That's where my proposition would be. And that's honestly where I think XRP is going to be moving to. So I did link Bityard in the description if you want to check it out. We have tons of people who are signing up, taking advantage of the website. Very beginner friendly. They also have a demo account, which is very nice too if you're a beginner and want to check it out. But definitely swing over to there. They've pretty much updated and revamped Bityard, so I really like using this platform to leverage trade crypto. But the fact is, prices are starting to retest the support. And if it doesn't hold and we break through, we're going to see an immediate drop to, obviously, its moving averages, and then immediately down to price point C, or its bottom support, which you can see on XRP is clear as day. We have our starting entry correcting all the way up, and then we have point A, B. We're looking for point C to confirm the bottom, and then continue to play out here. Regardless, this is only a short-term move. I mean, you guys have to understand this, that yes, maybe the FUD starts, and maybe into September we have a bear market, which is totally fine. It's only short term. We're just going to be shorting this, capitalizing off the short. Then consider the fact that once we decide to break out of that, we're pretty much completing a major symmetrical triangle Elliott wave formation, which by the end of it, into the end of 2021, into 2022, I'm really anticipating markets to explode. I mean, back up to all-time highs for 2020, which is closer to about $2, and we may even go higher from then on, moving forward. So ultimately, yes, short term, we are completing a B2C move, but it's so predictable that we'll be able to capitalize off this run now that we've retested top resistance, and it'll be a very easy trade at that. You could even see moving forward with Ethereum, pretty much all these cryptocurrencies are starting to align themselves. Once again, we have a beautiful Elliott wave formation here, beautiful resistance, beautiful support. They're all coming to, at some point, intertwine with each other, and you can see we do have an A, B, C, D, E formation with bottom support already being retested at A. We shot all the way up to retest and complete point B, and now obviously we're in the same situation. Where is Ethereum going to breach through its top resistance, which is clearly capped right here at about $3,400, we can say that. And if we close the daily above and we close like at $3,500, then we know to buy in long and leverage it to the upside, which would be ironic and interesting because that would be a very early break for what appears to be a bigger symmetrical triangle forming. So I'm really waiting for the 5-point completion. So if this happens and we see in the next day or two, which probably be by today or tomorrow, the latest, you can see we've pretty much filled in the gap here, which we've been waiting for patiently. There is an uptrend on the coin that we've been retesting for quite some time now, and at some point it is going to get rejected, which it clearly seems to be getting rejected. It is going to close below this bottom support, and we are going to see volume leave the market at a pretty fast rate and slowly come down either to its moving averages right here at this level, right in the middle, and then 2,600, and then pull down to 2,000. But at some point or another, we are going to be correcting. We are going to be moving lower. So that's ultimately where my head's at and what I'm expecting. And it pretty much carries over to Bitcoin. And this is the coin that I seem to have been following a little bit more than XRP, only because the XRP charts are a little bit more extended and not necessarily flush when compared with Bitcoin. Not that there's anything wrong with trading on XRP or Ethereum. It's just this is a little bit more overextended than we have with Bitcoin. I believe the same patterns are going to happen, but the Bitcoin charts are a little bit easier to follow. So as you guys can see, for those new, still a beautiful uptrend and trend line down that at some point is starting to form an Elliott wave. We have a beautiful retest at the top here, starting it off, correcting back down to A. We've completed B. We're looking for C, D, E, and then a blast off from there up to what I think is going to be all-time highs, closer to $80,000 or $90,000, which is insane. Don't get me wrong. This was a good time to buy in, and I don't believe we're going to be correcting anytime soon. But long term, I'm very bullish on all these cryptos. Short term, what you guys need to pay attention to is obviously where we're currently trading at. Now, I love how, once again, every single time my horizontal lines always seem to vanish off of the charts here. I just want to put in my 40K resistance right over here. And then I want to put in my 30K price floor right over here. Beautiful. And that's pretty much what I'm dealing with. That's pretty much where those are. And then there's, I believe, a 45K or 49K. We have one 45, and then there's one at 49, 50K right over here. Great. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so now we have our horizontal lines just to better help ourselves. But ultimately, what we're dealing with is the fact that we did just complete A. We bought in and rode this all the way up to point B. Now we're hitting point B. Understand, point B is starting to become loose. in regards to the fact that we're breaking below our uptrend. If we confirm this where we're currently trading, or we go a little bit lower to $45,600 and we close below this uptrend here, it's game on, and things are very much starting to play the role that we're going to be breaking bearish. So short term, we're anticipating, I'm waiting for the closure here. I'll let you guys know probably by tomorrow when we're buying in, depending on how we play out here. We have yet to close. We've retested 50K multiple times. We've retested this level many times, but have yet to been able to actually close the daily above that resistance level, above that price ceiling, which pretty much means we're not breaking through that anytime soon, and we are going to be correcting lower. And if we see the correction break us below our higher low formation, because as you guys can clearly see, we have a higher low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low. If we breach through that and close closer to, let's say, 45 or 46,000, $46.5, doesn't matter. That's pretty much signaling we're going to be correcting lower. And we're going to see a short, obviously, to its moving average at about 40K. And then we're going to correct all the way back down to probably like $33,000 in that zone. So that's really what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to short these cryptos. It just depends on when it decides to correct. You can see right here for Bitcoin, that's what we're dealing with. Once again, if it breaches its moving average bottom right here, the 20-day moving average, I'm expecting an immediate reversal to pull us back down to its bottom the 40-day moving average down to here at about 43K. That's going to be the first drop, and then I think we're going to be heading lower, but that's my opinion. Basically, I believe we are still completing this pattern here, and yes, these next couple of movements will be very easy to track. Hopefully, if things start to go our way, we'll have a big short opportunity here. We'll have a small run opportunity to leverage to the upside. Obviously another short, and then we'll wait and see how we want to play out with here, because obviously what I'm looking for is a big breach. So we'll see if we can confirm a breach above this resistance to buy in long, anticipating a big rally to the upside. But that's pretty much what we're talking about today, and that's pretty much wrapping up today's video. Binance Coin is a little bit different than the other cryptos. There is still some sort of uptrend here. I can delete most of these lines as they're pretty much becoming unnecessary. Can you draw in another Elliott wave? I think there's nothing wrong with doing that because of the fact that all these other cryptocurrencies are. We have maybe like the first retest, we have our second, and we're looking for C, and we're looking for D, and then we're looking for E. So there's a possibility that that's here. I don't know. It doesn't look as clean as ones on Bitcoin and the other cryptos, but this is a possibility, and I do believe since we clearly got rejected from point B, that we're probably going to be moving down to point C, to its moving average. So that's ideal. That's what we're expecting. I mean, I could say that there's going to be another bearish month coming for us now, and maybe by the end of, we're ending June, July, August. We're ending August. Now we're moving into September. That the rest of September is going to be pretty bearish. That's pretty much where my mind's at with these cryptos. S&P 500 overall has looked really good the past couple of days. People are really speculating that we're going to be seeing a bearish drop very soon. We'll see how that plays out. Very possible, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's expected and anticipated. But because people are saying we're so overinflated, but again, we still look okay. We'll see how we open today at 9 o'clock, but that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. I do plan on moving this mic back because as great as this audio will probably sound because I talk into it when I look at my charts, when I talk this way, it's going to be a little bit harder. So I don't know. I got to figure something out, but thanks for staying with us. Definitely make sure to take part in the giveaway. As you guys can see here, I'm really digging this mic, but yeah, take part in the giveaway. Comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.